focused mission statement, which is as follows. Tesla Motors designs and sells high-performance, highly efficient electric sports cars with no compromises. Tesla Motors cars combine style, acceleration, and handling with advanced technologies that make them among the quickest and the most energy-efficient cars on the road. Oftentimes when we read a company's mission statement, it seems a little bit unrealistic or vague or just kind of a throwaway. But Tesla has proven, as I hope to show you, that every goal that they set in this mission statement they have done and are continuing to do in the future. Why Tesla? There are multiple reasons why I chose Tesla. The first being I love their product. Their cars are beautiful and they're well executed. They're the best at what they do, luxury electric vehicles. They have a clear direction and a realistic set of goals. They understand that practicality is just as important as design. People must understand what they stand for and what they provide. And Tesla has done this great. They present not only a phenomenal, aesthetically pleasing vehicles, but also communicating the brand and experience that you would expect from a groundbreaking electric vehicle manufacturer. Product line. I switched to Tesla because I needed a simpler product line. I needed to understand what was going on. And this I can understand. They have 3 vehicles right now. They started off with the Roadster, the Model S, and the Model X, which we'll get into. This is the Tesla Roadster. This is why I initially fell in love with Tesla. The car boasts 288 horsepower, 295 foot-pounds of torque, and can shoot itself from 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds. This is exactly what you would expect from a company trying to come out and make a statement on the market, and that's exactly what they did. The base price for the Roadster is $109,000, and it's eligible for a $7,500 tax credit. This car is the winner of Industrial Designer Society of America Design Excellence Award and the Popular Mechanics Breakthrough Award, among many others. Those two are very prestigious awards. The Roadster has a driving range of about 250 miles, and the recharge time from your home from any 120 volt or 240 volt outlet is about 3 hours. This is the Model S. This car just came out and made a huge statement. This car is the winner of the coveted Motor Trend Car of the Year for 2013 and also the Automobile Magazine Car of the Year for 2013. This car really helped solidify Tesla's presence on the market. A lot of investors watching this company, are they a one-hit wonder? What's going on? The Model S has really helped them prove their consistency. This is just a beautiful luxury sedan targeted at BMW 5 Series, possibly 7 Series, Lexus IS, Audi A6, possibly A8, Mercedes. Base price of around $57,000 after the tax credit, obviously around $49,000. That makes it realistic. Think of all the engineering, which we'll get into more about this car specifically, and all the effort and design priced at or below its luxury competitors. I mean, that's just impressive. Also, you look at this car, you don't necessarily see speed, you see luxury, but with the optimal battery package, this car can propel from 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. This is the Model X, set for release in 2014. This is their entry into the SUV market. Think of Audi Q7 or Porsche Cayenne. There's less details known about the Model X. They're a little bit secretive about all that. To reserve this, the base model, $5,000, and they also have an option to reserve the signature model, which is $40,000 just to reserve it. Model X has some just really cool features, some open swinging doors that are still able to be opened in tight spaces. And because it is an SUV, Tesla wanted to keep that in mind in the design. So not only is it just a rear-wheel drive vehicle, but they also put a drivetrain at the front of the vehicle, so it does have all-wheel drive capabilities. Core competencies. These are the 4 core competencies in no real particular order that I felt Tesla has demonstrated with vigor. Competent leadership gives Tesla an image and direction. CEO Elon Musk was co-founder of PayPal. He also owns another company called SpaceX. So basically when he's not building cutting-edge, beautiful electric sports cars, he's figuring out how to build a colony on Mars. Tesla's fully aware of their position in the market. They're a legitimate alternative to hybrids and other luxury internal combustion engines. They're new, they're exciting, and they have a lot of people watching their every move. Tesla is also aware of the initiatives it must make in order to help its brand become a reality. One of those important initiatives is the supercharging station. Think of this to electric vehicles as a gas station to internal combustion engines. The great thing about these is that they run on sunlight. So there's really no fossil fuels involved, maybe in the building of the supercharging station, but that's about it. Currently, there are 6 of these located on the West Coast with initiatives to make them begin building them nationwide next year. Tesla's working with partnerships with retailers and fast food chains to make these a practical reality. One of Tesla's challenges is convincing people and helping people believe that electric cars will not burden them. They can use this every day, they can travel long distances, and they can just live their normal lives with an electric vehicle. With the supercharging station, charging time is significantly reduced so about a full charge would take a little under an hour from what I read. So one of the other core competencies is service. With Tesla, they take care of you. With the service packages, there are options, but on aggregate, there's an annual inspection, replacement parts, 24-hour roadside assistance, system monitoring, remote diagnostics, and software updates. We'll talk about the software updates a little bit later, but they describe it just like you update your laptop. So they're really taking advantage of all the technology. I think if there was one that was more important as a core competency of Tesla, it would be their design and engineering. The cars are beautiful, that's obvious, but what's also beautiful is the engineering. Here are some examples of that. On the right side, we have a chassis of the Model S, and that floor that you see there is the battery. So basically, they've made all practical provisions, so it not only has a trunk, but also has what they creatively call at Tesla a frunk. On the left side is a over-top picture of the Model S, more of an aesthetic design, is an all-glass, 100% panoramic roof. I can't say that they're the first to do that, but you can see that they pick and choose cool things that they like and they want to do. They've thought this through, and they know the brand and image they want to reflect. Taking a look inside, that is not a massive iPad. That is the display of the Model S. It is a 17-inch panel that has tabs ranging from music to energy output to internet. It's the whole control and command center of the vehicle, and it's obviously very visible and easy to use. Industry analysis. Before I get into this, I just want to clarify, we could take a huge amount of time on any one of these issues, so my attempt is to be brief on these topics. There are many macroeconomic issues that affect the car industry. Things from interest rates, market perception, commodity and oil prices. All of these things are very important. The investment in a vehicle is big for the average consumer. In the last economic crisis of 2008, we saw the average car being held for a longer period of time. The bright side of this is that the industry as a whole really is benefiting Tesla. We see upward pressure of oil prices. People don't want to pay that. It's in my opinion, through my research, that we're not going to see gas prices significantly drop in the future ever again. So they will continue to rise. People will continue to look towards alternatives. And Tesla has made the move, being one of the first movers, 100% dedicated to electric vehicles, to position themselves to benefit from that. Along with that, not only macroeconomic pressure and political pressure, the government stands behind this company. The Department of Energy has loaned them a lot of funds, over $400 million, $460 million, and the tax credit prove this. Going further, the industry, as we all know, is defined by intense competition. There are huge, deep pockets and titans in this industry. As Tesla success is solidified in the market, we will see these huge competitors with tons of capital come in and try and take some of that away. That's why I really want to emphasize the core competencies of Tesla, what separates them and why people love them, everything they provide from their feel, their aura, and just who the brand that they provide. This is a little bit dated, but August 2012, this is the auto manufacturer market share in America, obviously, and none of this market share is given up easily. Tesla will have to come in here and fight. This is mostly internal combustion engine providers, manufacturers, but that's what most of the market is right now. So how can Tesla be successful? The question naturally arises. They must focus, as I said, on their core competencies: leadership, awareness, services, and design and engineering. These are things they really do well. They have to hold on to this awesome brand that they have forged, reduce the debt, and keep proving the market wrong. As of now, 27% of this company's stock is shorted. It seems like a lot. That's a lot for any company, really. But looking back just to September, 53% of their shares were shorted. People didn't like this company, thought it was going to tank. They were thinking of Solyndra and other alternative energy companies that just couldn't do it. They must continue to prove the market wrong, have investors switch their positions, and continuing towards practical assimilation. We talked about the supercharging stations. We need more of them. There's only 6 right now. We talked about a little bit of the service. They need more service stations. They need to go nationwide. Consumers must become familiar with them. So now let's take a look at financial analysis. There's no way that I could sugarcoat these numbers. They're a little bit ugly. But that being said, they're ugly, but not unexpected. And there's a big difference there. Tesla is a company that is extremely capital intensive. And not only that, being an auto manufacturer, it's extremely R&D intensive in the sub-industry that they're focusing on. So they have crazy challenges. The important thing to note about these numbers and these ratios is that they are improving. The margins are getting better, the return on equity is getting better, return on assets. As of December 3rd, they are cash flow positive. What this does is this frees them a little bit, begins to free them from their highly leveraged position. So they'll be able to spread their wings a little bit. So investors see these numbers, but you have to account for them properly with what Tesla is and where they're going and the nature of their industry. So yeah, $420 million in long-term debt. This is a big number. Current ratio and the quick ratio are as of the end of last quarter, September 30th. So they're a little bit dated. They are improving. Assets are growing. Cash is growing. And production is growing. That's the most important thing right now for Tesla. They need to get their numbers up. They have just crossed the threshold of 200 cars per month, which is the threshold for positive cash flow. And the expectation is before year's end to double production again. So you can imagine the potential with this company as they grow forward and they achieve scales of economy. This is a 1-month stock chart. It's pretty. I like what I see. But going forward, everything that I've already mentioned, we will continue to need to prove investors wrong. We will need to have investors switch from their short positions to long positions and continue the strong performance. My strategy recommendations going forward are to prudently extend the product line. And one of the core competencies of Tesla's leadership, as I mentioned multiple times, they know this. They're not in a rush to throw out a bunch of cars just to get market share or get sloppy. They're being very deliberate and purposeful with what they do. They need to keep investors and just the overall general public excited about the company and what they're doing. These new innovations, these awesome looking cars, just to keep growing the brand image and the assimilation of this product. Lastly, they must never lose sight of the brand. Started in 2003. They started with a powerful statement of the Tesla Roadster, this culture of creativity and engineering brilliance. is what Tesla must cling to going forward if they aim to continue to be a success in the fiercely competitive automobile industry.